The total number of COVID-19 positive cases in the state has now risen to 2,533, with the number of deaths standing at 47. 809 patients have been discharged so far, and over 1,650 active cases are present in the state. Over 27 people tested positive in Udupi. 24 people who arrived from Maharashtra, 2 people from Telangana and 1 from Kerala have tested positive in Udupi. Among the 27, 1 is a young child, 18 are men and 8 others are women. With this, the number of COVID-19 positive cases in Udupi has risen to 147. Over 13 people have tested positive in Hassan. With this, the total number of COVID-19 positive cases in Hassan has risen to 140. This increase in the number of cases day by day has panicked the residents of Hassan. Also, contact tracing of 7 cases is still pending. 1 child and 5 youngsters tested positive today for COVID-19 in Chitradurga. These 6 of them hail from Uttar Pradesh and tested positive at Challakere Quarantine Center in the district. With this, the number of people who have tested positive for COVID-19 has risen to 37 in Chitradurga. There is an increase in the number of buses that will travel from Davangere to Bengaluru. This has led to hundreds of passengers arriving at Davangere bus stand. The details of the passengers were gathered by the staff and are also ensuring the lockdown norms are being followed without fail. The Bagalkot District Administration had conducted throat swab tests for over 1,500 people. Apart from this, 200 others who arrived from Maharashtra too were tested for COVID-19. The district administration is now awaiting the results of these 1,700 people in total. For the past 6 days, there has been no positive case from Bagalkot. So will the result of 1,700 will definitely cause huge panic. The results of over 740 tested patients in Gadag district are expected to arrive anytime now. So far, 5,097 have tested negative in the district. Over 1,221 people have completed their quarantine period and 4,503 are under home quarantine and 45 of them are in special quarantine at district hospital. Male Mahadeshwara temple authorities have made arrangements for people to offer prayers online. www.mmhillstemple.com is the website that is made for the people to offer prayers online. The Male Mahadeshwara temple at Hanur Taluk in Chamrajnagar made arrangements for people to offer prayers in the morning from 4 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. and 6:45 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening. Irresponsible officials in Kolar have not quarantined the primary contacts of patient number 2418 who worked at a market. Over 30 primary contacts who were in contact with patient number 2418 have not been quarantined and even the market is not sealed down. The business activities continue as usual in the market. A few migrant workers were quarantined at Kalaburgi Quarantine Center. Despite the completion of 14 days of quarantine period, they have not been tested for the second time. The results of the second round tests conducted are also not available. With this, the migrant workers are frustrated and they don't want to stay in quarantine center anymore. The migrant workers were seen quarreling with the officials. A total of 19,365 people have been tested for COVID-19 in Vijaypura, among who 9,786 were negative and 79 tested positive. Over 48 patients have recovered and also been discharged. A few other reports are yet to be received according to the district administration. Many migrant workers who had arrived from Maharashtra were quarantined at DDU school in Yadgir. The migrant workers were caught fighting for bowl water at the quarantine center. The mobile video of the migrant workers fighting has now gone viral on social media platforms. As a quarantined pregnant woman was treated by a doctor, the entire hospital building has been sealed down. Also, the doctor and the nurses who treated the quarantined pregnant woman have been quarantined for 15 days. Over 50 members were quarantined at Gavi Mutt in Mandya district. But even after 20 days of quarantine, the migrant workers have not been allowed to go to their hometowns. This has now irked the workers against the quarantine officials.
ಪೊಲೀಸರ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಬಂದು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳೋರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳೋರೆ?
ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತೇವೆ
ನಾವೇನ್ ಕೇಳೋಣ?
ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಈಗ 14 ದಿನ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ 9 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ 15 ದಿನ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
A family that has arrived from Ahmedabad on the 4th of May are still struggling to get home even after the throat swab tests. Results have not been made available for the family that was quarantined by the authorities. A pregnant woman from the family is still suffering in the quarantine center, and this has irked the residents and the quarantine members. Quarantine workers in Hassan are alleging that they are not getting proper facilities in the quarantine centers. Also, the social distancing is not being followed by the people in the quarantine center. Irked quarantine members are seen quarreling often with the officials at the center. 13 people from Jharkhand had arrived at Belagavi district and tested positive for COVID-19. Among the 13 people, one had served food to more than 120 people on a religious purpose. This has now caused panic among the residents, and the DHO has also visited the spot to gather information about the people who took part in the food ceremony. A pregnant woman who had arrived at Mangaluru on May 12th from Dubai had tested negative for COVID-19. Yet the officials had quarantined the pregnant woman. During the quarantine, without proper medical facilities and checkups, the victim suffered health issues. While the lady was admitted to the hospital on 27th, it comes to the notice of the doctors that the 6-month-old baby had passed away in the womb. This incident has irked the family members and local residents against the officials and the private hospitals that rejected treatment for the pregnant woman. In Sand Quarry, it was found that the people were not maintaining any social distancing, especially as customers and lorries from other places are coming here. This has irked the local residents, who now urge that the officials should take proper measures to ensure the lockdown norms are not violated. The naming of a flyover after Savarkar in Mysuru has now created a big buzz around it. While the Congress has begun questioning why a flyover should be named after Savarkar, Mysuru MP Pratap Simha has now taken a dig at why Congress is always behind the names like Indira Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
ಅಪ್ರತಿಮ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರ ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಇಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪ ಸಾಹೇಬರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ನೋವಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾದಿ ಬೀದಿ ಪಾರ್ಕು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು ಏನು ಉಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರು? ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಹೆಸರೇ.
On the occasion of Veer Savarkar Jayanti, special pujas were offered by the youth and BJP party workers in Mysuru at Anjaneya Temple. Well, Minister Ramesh Jarkioli and MP Pratap Simha too took part in the special pujas offered at the temple. Amid the lockdown, under the initiative of MLA Raghupati Bhatt, a free bus has been ferrying passengers to their destinations in Udupi. And what's interesting is that Udupi Zilla Panchayat President Dinakar Babu turned a conductor for this free bus service. Also, 12 other free buses are all set to serve people in Udupi district. Hundreds of account holders thronged the SBI Bank in Mysuru. The account holders were seen without maintaining social distancing or even wearing masks. Irrespective of age and sex, people were seen waiting in front of the banks. More than 19 migrant workers hailing from Mangaluru have been rescued from Lakshadweep in Amin boat. The migrant workers have returned to their homes after 2 months and have struggled due to the lockdown. "468 migrant workers have left to West Bengal in a special train. The workers travel all the way from Madikeri to Hassan and have boarded the Shramik train in Hassan." The lockdown situation has been eased more in Mysuru. All the Karnataka 1 portal offices are set to resume operations, in fact have done so starting today. The offices would function from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening, according to the instructions from the district administration. Many houses have suffered severe damage in Alambadi village of Mandya due to heavy rains. All the roads heading to this village are also blocked after huge trees got uprooted due to rains. Farmers are the worst hit due to the lockdown crisis. Malleshappa from Bhuvanagiri in Haveri has destroyed his flower crop for not getting proper price for his crop, which he grew in more than 1 acre of his land. After 2 years, finally the Horticulture University of Bagalkot gets a new chancellor. Dr. K.M. Indaresh has been appointed as the new chancellor of the university. The position was vacant since June 2018. Abdul Khader, a resident of Kolar, passed away while he was offering namaz at a mosque. Khader collapsed all of a sudden while offering namaz. The incident took place at the Kadaba police station limits and was recorded by a CCTV camera.